Hello. How are you? Grace Destiny here. And as usual, I would like to ask you to subscribe before we continue because you can never bet wrong with Grace Destiny and her content. Share, let somebody else benefit from them, and we shall benefit together. Welcome. I want us to talk about courtship. Yes, courtship. What is courtship? You'll hear people saying we courted for 2 days, for 1 day, for 2 weeks, for 1 month, for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years, for 7 years. And I'm wondering, is courtship the pathway to a good marriage? Or what is exactly courtship? Do we do it the right way? Or do we do it in a guesswork? Who taught you how to court? And actually, what were you doing in your courtship time with your spouse? Or what should you do during courtship? We have courtship for different stages of people. The early, the first timers. First timers means a young girl, a young boy they have met. None of them has ever been married, but they have maybe had 1 or 2 relationships that did not work. And here they are. They're now looking for a way to bring themselves together and make a home. That's the first setup. The second setup is whereby one person has been married, it didn't work. The other one has never been married, and they are courting to bring a marriage, to bring out a marriage. The other one is when 2 people have been married and they are separated and they are coming together with or without kids, right? And that is the 3 sets of stages. Do we court the same way? Who teaches us how to do this? If you did, where did you learn it from? Did it work? Did it help? I hear many people say that you can only know your spouse after you are married, that courtship is irrelevant. And I'd like you to help me. Is courtship irrelevant? If you courted and it was working, help us down here with your comments. Because it's something that people have really argued. Even if you court for 10 years, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If the person decides to hide from you, you only know them when you get into the marriage. What exactly happens during courtship that does not empty into the marriage? What stops the courtship time to empty into the time in marriage? One is hypocrisy. How did you get to know each other? There are people who will meet at their maybe late 20s, early 30s, and they are feeling, I need to be married like yesterday. Meet another person who feels the same. So they are looking for a marriage. That is very different from people who click in love, chemistry connects, and they flow towards marriage. Those are 2 different incidences. In the first one that I've mentioned, these people, they are looking for marriage, not for love. They actually don't notice each other. They have one common factor. They are late for marriage and they want to save time. So what happens? In 2 weeks, in 2 months, nobody is objecting. The man is for, I'm ready. The girl is for, I'm ready. So they don't even have time to analyze who they are, why they were late in the first place, where they have been. They connect immediately like Ruth and Boaz, and they are ready for each other. There's something we call destiny. There's something we call predestination. But not all of these kind of marriages are for predestination. Some of them are mistakes. And these mistakes are so crazy because they happen after 1 or 2 years, the couple is done with each other. Why? They never analyzed themselves. They didn't even know what to marry and what not to marry. Because they married themselves, but they were carrying a garbage of life. The life of between 0 and 30, if they were 30s. And they have met people, they have seen matters, they have reasons for why they are late. They never even put them down to analyze. They never knew each other. All they wanted is marriage. And they rushed and they got married. After they settle in marriage, have you ever drank water when you're so thirsty? Have you ever drank water when you're so thirsty and you drink that water? Then when you're just about to finish, you realize it's full of salt. Or you're eating food and you're so hungry, you eat and eat and eat. Then you realize, the food was about to go bad, but I never noticed. That is what happens to people who meet at this juncture where all of them are desperate for marriage. They are feeling late to get babies. They are late to have a spouse. They feel like all their friends have gotten married. They are remaining alone and they want to secure this person that is available for themselves because of the situation they are in. If they happen to be in the same situation, both of them, that is now where the rubber meets the road. They both get into the marriage. They are happy to be married, but they don't know each other. They're looking at each other as strangers, and they're wondering, why are you behaving like this? Then the woman is asking, why are you treating me this way? The man is asking, why are you behaving like this? Because they never knew each other. What do I advocate for? I advocate for friendship. Friendship, where you are able to be yourself, the other person is themselves, and nothing in between. I'm not fighting to be married to him. He ain't fighting to marry me. We are just living. So I can show my worst side, he can show his worst side, because we are friends. We are not even dating. Then one thing leads to another, and our paths start getting closer and closer and closer. And we realize something is growing, and we like it. When that something grows, then we are like, why don't we make it happen? Friendship in a relationship is key. Love, the intimate part, the chemistry part, the butterflies part, can get sour with time. In fact, you can get bored with your spouse like crazy. You're even wondering, what is he even doing? Why is he coming home this early? Oh, this woman. But when you're friends, that friendship part connects you and keeps you together. And let me tell you another thing that keeps you. It is purpose. Grace Destiny can never finish a show without talking about purpose. Really. Yes. How does purpose connect us? Let me give you an example. We meet in a field of rugby. Me and my husband, we meet in a rugby field. I am a rugby lover. He's a rugby lover. We play rugby and we are good. And it's a passion and it's his passion. With time, we grow to get fond of each other in other avenues. We realize we also like traveling. Those are two things that are giving us a common factor. Rugby and traveling. Then we realize we like keeping fit, because games people like keeping fit. So running is our hobby. I wake up in the morning and I run, I walk, I take walks, I do gym. That makes us three. So we'll meet in the rugby field. We're also going to meet as we walk and do our practices. Then the traveling part comes in. Those are three major factors that connect us. Then we fall in love and we decide to make a home. He will have admired my way of doing what he likes. Remember, he likes it. So when I'm doing it, we connect so deeply. I like it. So when he's doing it, we connect so deeply. So that means there's a factor that is unifying us beyond intimacy and chemistry. When we grow fond of each other, we bring ourselves together. Our paths connect in the path of intimacy and chemistry. Then now we go to the next level of love. This love is not just based on love alone, it's based on passions. These passions have connected us. If we ever reach a point where we no longer feel like making love, when he kisses me, I don't feel like it is. The only mistake, let me clarify this. The only mistake that happens is when one of you, drops the passion as they get this other person. I've said drop the passion after you get the person. Intentional choice of words. Yes. Many people you look at the woman, because women are mostly affected, because after you get intimate, you get together, you are now married, you get pregnant, right? And during your pregnancy, you may not be able to do the walks, the runnings, the rugby, the gym and everything. So you take a break for maybe 2 years, call it 2 years. After that, do you resume? Do you resume to back who you are? Or do you drop the whole thing because of marriage? When you reach that point, that is where you start getting disconnected, because this guy, first of all, whatever he liked about you is your passion. If you drop the passion, he starts losing the interest. So what I would advise mostly women, don't drop your passion because of the person. Hold on to your passion. Work it out. It is where you met, and it must be where you keep your relationship. When this chemistry gets faded, sometimes you don't even feel like kissing, like holding, like making love. Let this passion of walking, gym, running around, practicing and doing rugby and walking and traveling, let it keep you together. That's what rekindles back, because you'll go for rugby practices, you'll have a rugby game in another country, and you're going to travel together. Now, when you are together, away from the kids and everything, it will be a new place where now you can be able to rekindle your passion for love and intimacy. What has rekindled this fire? It is the other factors that you have in common. If you love business and you're a business person, you love working hard and you know how to make money, you're aggressive. I mean, ambitious, aggressive, and that is what your partner likes. That is your meeting point. If everything else fades away, this will keep bringing you back together. If you're a ministry, you're a minister, your husband is a minister, you're serving in the same field, you realize that when you're talking about the ministry, you're passionate about it, you can have conversations in depth. When it comes to intimacy and love making and everything, you don't connect any other like anymore. This will rekindle the love, because whatever brings you together in passion will create the passion that you require for sex, for intimacy, for chemistry. So, courtship is not just walking, knowing each other, holding hands, going having sex. No. You must have the factors right. Learn your partner. Let them be open to you. Try as much as possible to pick the wrong signals, because most of the times in courtships, we ignore the signals that come. We flash them away. We don't want to see them because we are focused on marrying this person through thick and thin. No, don't go to marry. Go to observe and pick the right thing, because there's no need of marrying and making a mistake just to correct the mistake. You don't have to. Hold on. Let these passions be cool, because this is a lifetime commitment. Whenever it's about a man who has been married and a woman who has not been married, this man should understand that whatever he enjoyed with the first wife, this girl has never enjoyed. He needs to understand that and to know that this woman is looking for something as a virgin in the name of love and marriage. So don't treat this woman as if she is the one you are living with. Treat her different. She has never known how to open the house for the husband. No, she has never known how to sleep in the same bed with the husband for many years, every day and every night. Don't treat her as if she has known. Understand that this is her first time, it is your second. Treat her different. For the blended families, we have how to go about it. And we are going to do it in the next video about the blended families. So please, courtship, love, relationships, and all these things, they have their own art. You can't mix issues. In courtship is where you should know, is this girl having a father? Does she have a father? Is he looking for a father in me? Know how to treat her. Is this boy having a good mother? Did she have a mother? Did he have a mother? Is he looking for a mother in me? I should know. Is she from a single parent family? What is her missing link? What is her deficiency? What is his deficiency? All these things, we learn them in courtship. But courtship is no longer the way it's supposed to be. Let us learn from Grace Destiny. Come for coaching. Yes. Come for coaching for all these things. Personally, because whatever I say here is in general. Come for your personal enlightenment and empowerment. The beauty of understanding your partner before marriage is because you'll be able to know what you can tolerate and what you cannot. You'll be able to know this one I cannot take in. Or rather, I can take in, but I'll help this person to change. For example, you may date a guy who drinks and drinks up to morning and you don't like it. You know, it's not a matter of he drinks. It's a matter of whether you like it or not. Because maybe you met in a club and you're also drinking. So what's wrong with that? I'm talking about someone who does something that you don't like. But then you listen to yourself, there are other 4 factors that this guy has that you feel like, genuinely speaking, I wouldn't mind this man, but I would like to know whether I can tolerate this. What do? You get into that marriage knowing he may come in the morning and it's okay. Imagine it's okay. That part of it's okay is the hard one to swallow. But when you've known it in courtship, you'll be able to ask for help. How do I handle a man who comes in the morning? One, you will need to understand that it's not all obvious that he's with other women. He may be drinking with friends and 1 hour passed and another one, someone came and added another bottle, another one came and added, and they found themselves in the club up to the morning. Maybe what you can do is try to make him understand how much you need him. Don't demand for his attention. Create an environment that calls him home. Create an environment that calls him home. When you know that during courtship, you will not feel like you are shortchanged. But if you are ignorant of that factor by the time you are getting into the marriage, you realize that you're starting to get offended because you feel like he has just started this habit. Or you feel like you ignored the fact that he's like that and you assumed you will change him when you get married. You assumed he goes out there because he doesn't want to have someone in the house. No. That is a box for men. There are women who are outgoing, they are talkative, they like going out, they like charmers, they like whatever. And you as a man, you want a cool, calm and collected woman. You can never change a grown-up. They can only suppress their feelings and their behavior to make you happy and to get your attention to get married. But when they get into the house after 1, 2, 3 years, when they feel settled, the character comes out. So always look at that kind of a person that you are looking for. Another red sign that we always make, another mistake that we always make in courtship is preempting. At what kind of a woman do you like? I like a cool guy, a cool girl who doesn't put on trousers. I like women with makeup. And the woman changes because she wants to get married. Remember, she's looking for a marriage. You never started on a friendship level. You already told each other we are looking for partners. I'm looking for a husband, I'm looking for a wife. So the man will start behaving like the husband that he's needed. And the woman will start to behave like the wife that is needed. That is where the mistake comes in when everybody knows we are getting married. Because they'll hibernate just to come out after the marriage. The man will be like, I don't like this, I don't do this. He will behave in a manner suggesting he's the perfect match for you because you gave him a leakage of the exam. You already told him the kind of a man you're looking for. Let him be. Don't even say what you're looking for in a man. What do you expect of me? Nothing. Just be yourself. Because if you are yourself, I'll know whether you are the one I want. I usually say in courtship, you're in display. When you go to the supermarket and you find things on the display, you go where you go picking what you need. They don't come parading for you to pick. It's not like hawkers. Hawkers will bring it on your nose. And that is what normally we do in courtship. We hawk ourselves in the partner's eyes. And the partner hawks themselves in your eyes. What you need to do is to get the display. Let someone come and pick whatever they need from you. You get it? Don't display yourself. Don't hawk yourself. Anything hawked, you doubt about it. So sit back and just be yourself. Whoever needs the character you have will pick you up. Nothing is hard as pretending in a marriage. You have to wake up and put a face that has to apply like this is who you are. And you know you are not. You are killing from the inside. You are dying from the inside. And this person can feel you are not it. You are not that which you are trying to say because your spirits can communicate. So be yourself and just settle. In courtship, just be free. You like walking, you like going, you like drinking, you like whatever you like, do it. Let your partner pick you or leave you. Because changing a person, you can only change if you want, not because the other person wants. So, observe, be keen. Don't be overswept by the wave of love. Observe your partner. Let them know you're observing. And let them know they should be free. Because whoever you marry will be with you for the rest of your life or so, if it happens. If you manage. Even if you don't, marriage is not a joke. Because in a span of 1, 2, 3 years, you have kids. You have kids, and then these kids are part of your family. You start blending too much, you connect too deep, that parting ways becomes a hard thing. Before you get into that connection, be yourself and let that other person be themselves. Especially for men. Men like correctly. I don't like this, usifanye, don't do this, don't do that. Oh. My friend, it's okay. But remember, if she hibernates, she'll come out. If she comes out, you won't like it. And I'm sure you're not getting married to get divorced. Be wise in your courtship and let everybody feel free. Let your actions, your passions, and your purpose connect before the affection and the chemistry. That will last longer. Be yourself. Take your time. Enjoy the marriage later. Get me through 0724 537 530. Subscribe to this channel. Share it to other people and let them subscribe. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.